Welcome to the Panic Button, everyone. I'm Nina, and this is Remy. He's very handsome.
Wheelchair wants me to die.
Hi. Hi, Bubba. Hi, everybody.
Hi.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Chrysler.
Okay, so today we're reacting to a video that I saw on X that was not surprising.
Did you guys like having the Lily Tino and Dylan Mulvaney videos? Was that good for you?
Was it good for you?
It was okay for us, I guess.
It was okay. Slow torture, but okay. So, Ali London posted this video. So he wrote, teacher comes out as, quote-unquote, woman to his students. Quote, I have decided to announce to everybody that I am Deborah, and I would like to be referred to as Deborah, and my pronouns are she, her.
Now, this is a teacher, you said? Mm-hmm. Why do you feel like you need to tell the kids this? I don't know. Maybe we'll get an explanation in the video, I guess.
In the hallways, and you've seen me in different manifestations, but this is actually pretty important to me because I have decided to announce to everybody that I am Deborah and I would like to be referred to as Deborah, and my pronouns are she and her, and yes, I am declaring myself or identifying as transgender woman, and it is a major event, and so anyway, I really do appreciate all of the smiling faces that I see here, and I want to repeat again that you've already seen me misname, and I do misgender myself sometimes, and I'm just new at this. So in the hallways.
Oh, I mess up all the time, so it's okay if you do, is what he's about to say, right?
I wonder if this is real or not.
This seems fake.
It seems fake as fake can be. Maybe this is his dry run before the actual announcement. You know, he's doing a little practice, a test run.
That or someone just has access to a school building and made a skit.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, kind of, yeah. The walls, the brick walls and stuff.
When I hear the smiling faces, I think that's supposed to be like kids snickering. But it's, I mean, in this day and age, I don't see kids snickering at this. They're just going to be like, oh my God, okay, whatever. I don't know. Is there any comments that validate or invalidate this?
I saw one that said he's trolling, and then everyone else is just saying stuff like, I would be putting in a formal complaint that this man is co-opting my child into his fetish performance, and not only do we not consent, we want him fired. A classroom is not a theater for his paraphilia. Now see, that is why it is so important to actually have a definition for trans and not whatever someone says they are is what they are. If we can define trans is transsexual, then that's obviously someone who is going through the steps because they've gone through therapy and they have gender dysphoria, and it's a mental illness that is being fixed as a last resort by having surgeries and hormones and et cetera, et cetera. But trans today not only means that, but it also means any dude with a weird fetish for putting on women's clothes. So it's very muddy.
I just don't think that this person has a therapist, because I'd imagine a therapist would be like, why don't we wait until after winter break or after we start the new school year? We'll start it then and we don't have to make an announcement. But no, I don't think you have anyone helping you if this is real. I don't believe that this is 100% real, but also we live in the day and age where this could be.
It certainly could. Ali London probably thought this was real, which is why he posted it. And the reason why is because this is something that happens. Not all the time, but enough times that people are almost not surprised when they see stuff like this.
I think the fact of the matter is this could happen to anyone in any school. And I don't think that someone who is unsure of things that important should be teaching children. I think maybe once you get it figured out, maybe we could let you teach children. But not right now. You need to figure your stuff out. And if you're midlife crisising or whatever, then you need to take a break. You need to take a little vacation and think about life.
That's another thing, too, why definitions are so important when it comes to the whole trans thing. Because if you say you're trans, you could be some weird dude with a fetish, or you could have a mental illness, although the trans people say that trans isn't a mental illness, so it's a fetish. In which we shouldn't be having dudes practicing their fetishes in front of kids, minors, 17 and below. I mean, I would think that that's a normal thing that most people think. Well, not today. Well, 56% of the population, I'm sure, agree with me.
It's a slight majority.
Mm-hmm, the slight majority. But see, if it's defined as a mental, like it used to be. It used to be defined as a mental illness. It was in the DSM-5. We all knew what it was. We all knew the steps that they had to take. Well, maybe not everybody, but you know what I mean. The steps they had to take in order to relieve the stress of the mental issues that they were having. We all knew. And a person who has gender dysphoria could be a teacher, right? Like a person who has depression could be a teacher.
But is a person who's depressed going to make the best teacher? No, because they can't actually
probably
interact
not.
with the kids. And just like, I'm not saying that people who are
But it's discrimination.
I think people who are actively transitioning are not in a good mental space to be teaching kids for the future.
I completely agree.
I'm not
But
saying
it's
that,
discrimination, they would say.
I'm not saying that they should not legally be allowed to. I'm giving my opinion.
I agree. I don't
Still
think they
just an
should be.
opinion.
I don't think they should be teachers. I don't think that's
I do think
good.
there are people who are teachers right now that shouldn't be teachers too, though.
There's a lot of them. Men and women. Just deranged people teaching ideologies when they should be teaching, like, math and reading.
Okay.
Daily reminder, you get to define what masculinity and femininity are for yourself. Don't let society dictate your gender expression.
This is where we are now. Do you want these people teaching your children? This is what trans is. This is also trans. Yeah, it's all one big box of clusterfuck. That's what it is. You got cross-dressers, you got drag queens, you got people suffering with gender dysphoria, you got people thinking they're a Zer or nothing. You have people who think they're aliens, they're fairies, they're different animals. That's all underneath the trans umbrella. So when someone says they're trans, you don't know what you're getting. You could be getting a slew of different things, or you could be getting what normal people used to see trans as, but now it's just a mess. It's like trans now is being a dog, pretending to be a cat, peeing in litter boxes and howling and running on all fours with other dogs. It's just very strange. So if you have a kid who comes home and says that their teacher is trans, you're not sure if you're getting Wolfie over here or if you're getting someone like Blair White.
I think the fact of the matter is that we don't let people who have mental health issues usually teach kids, do we? Do we let schizophrenic people teach children?
Today, I would not put it past most schools to be cool with it.
Historically, have we let schizophrenic people?
No.
So then maybe it's just not a good idea to do that. Maybe we should have better vetting processes for a lot of jobs.
Maybe we should have like qualifiers, definitions, guardrails, barriers. So not every weirdo with a fetish can walk in and teach your kid or be your nurse. Like, I'm sorry, I don't want any weirdo nurse taking care of me. I don't want some dude in a wig who thinks his name is Suzanne taking my blood pressure. I'd be very weirded out. I would.
This is all weird.
It is. When I was looking it up earlier today, I was looking up the people who say they're trans, in whatever fashion that is, what majority of those people, what their jobs are. I asked for top 6.
Was barista up there?
Retail was number 1, and then there was arts was number 2, and then there was like not custodial, like secretary kind of work, and then there was teaching, education, political stuff, nonprofits, et cetera, et cetera. So
How does one make money working for a nonprofit? I'm very curious. I'll look it up later.
because it's a profit. It's not a nonprofit. It's just a big old lie.
That's what I'm saying. You can't be nonprofit and work. That can't be your main job. You know what I mean?
I know, but it was on there.
You get what I'm saying?
I get what you're saying, but it's a bunch of baloney.
Because then obviously some of the profit is going towards you. If it's not, then the profit will be going towards whatever they're not profiting from.
Just another way for tricky people to make money. So yeah, trans is the gift that keeps on giving for when it comes to content. Here's another one. Let's watch this one.
This is to all my trans women out there. That you know that we deserve love. That we deserve such a pure love because we love so hard.
No, that's not true. You don't deserve love. No one deserves love. Love is actually earned.
I was
Or
gonna
sometimes by, family members. You just kind of were born into love, but
I was going to say the equal opposite. You deserve love just as much as anyone else. Just as much as the shitty guy who you think is a piece of crap.
just as much as Hitler.
I mean, everyone equally deserves love It is not a human right. It is something that we are either privileged to have or disadvantaged not to have.
It's a great way of saying it, I have to say.
I mean, depending on how you grew up and were raised, you already know what happens if you felt loved or unloved. It's not essential. I mean, when you're a baby, you need to be at least cared for, but even that doesn't have to be love.
Very true.
I think a lot of people out there have witnessed, if not experienced, a mother who at one point took care of a child, but does not obviously love that child.
Oh, yeah.
Despite what maybe is said or actions are taken, or even sometimes they just say it. They do not love that child. So,
No, they don't.
is it weird? Yeah. Does it happen? Yes.
Hard, and if you feel in your soul that man is not working, listen to it. Listen to it. Protect yourself. These men aren't f***ing shit. They're not f***ing shit. I am so sick and tired of nurturing these broken f***ing men who literally...
He's also a broken man.
It says the crying man.
Says the broken man.
But I don't know who this person is. So I'm not trying to say mean stuff because I don't know what you're saying. Obviously, you're hurt. Obviously, you just had your heart broken. And, you're going to get through it, bud.
Does everyone need to know about it?
But and this is what I say the same thing to straight women. So buckle up. Just because he ain't shit doesn't mean the next one ain't shit. You're going to find a good one. It wasn't meant to be. Move on. It sucks. And it's not going to be like you move on right away. But you have to take the one step in the right direction and realize that it just wasn't meant to be. And that's just good advice for everyone. That's not man, woman, trans advice. That is general advice. Just realize if they left you, don't go holding on to it. If they were really abusive, definitely run away. You don't have, this is a human feeling. I mean, not many men will record this.
Yeah.
But I'm sure, and I've seen only a handful, but I'm sure there's a lot of men who have this kind of reaction still. Maybe not like I said, not filming it, but snotty crying in a car alone. Yeah, I could totally see a lot of guys having that kind of reaction.
And a lot of guys who are on hormones who think they're women.
Yeah, well, the hormones make you cry more like this. Mm-hmm. But I know there are guys that break down over breakups 100%.
Yeah.
Sometimes they're more feminine, more often than not. But still, it's hard, and you can tell. Tell me this isn't a breakup post.
Well, something happened.
to really have nothing to offer but stress and heartache. I am done. We may not be able to give you a fucking biological baby, but no matter what, the love that we give to certain people in our lives will fulfill that more than fucking blood. Because you know why? Our community has proven that time and time again.
But his community proved what?
That's where you lost it, dude. Is the thing is some people want their own children, and yes, some biological women cannot successfully get pregnant. What this person's saying is that the men that he wants want babies that they've made
with the person they're with.
The woman, yeah. They don't want to get a surrogate. They don't want to adopt.
And they don't want a fake baby.
Which, are you having sex with these men? Because then they're kind of gay. And that's a different situation. Then you have every right to say this, okay? You know what I mean? If these are straight men sleeping with her, and they're, oh, well, I want a baby.
You mean quote-unquote straight men.
But that's what I'm saying. But if they're the ones saying this, and they're sleeping with this person, then honestly, go off. You know what I'm saying? But if these are men who never even touched you, or didn't touch you after they found out you were trans, then you have no ground to speak on.
Yeah, we don't know.
That's why I'm saying if this is a person who did have sex with this individual, right? Then he's just a hypocrite.
Yeah.
But if this is a man who is just a straight man and has no interest in transsexuals, then this has no water.
Maybe he's like one of those fake straight guys who pretends to be straight, but like at night watches trans
goes out and
corn,
goes on dates with this person,
goes on dates late at night with this person just to have sex with them, and then
that's why
go
they
back
say,
to Straitsville.
That's why you catch some of them saying they don't want to be fetishized. It's not because they don't want people who are sexually interested in them. It's because they don't want chasers who are ashamed of it.
But how do you know which ones are like this as a fetish and which ones are not doing it as a fetish? You don't know.
If he's screwing you and not bringing you around his friends and saying he wants you to be able to have a biological baby when he knows you can't, then he's just an asshole.
Yeah.
Right.
But as a man, shouldn't you know this?
But also, if the man is with this trans woman, he should know this.
Obviously.
And he's just being an asshole. So to that degree, I'm trying to just give what I see here. To that degree, this person's right. If this dude was banging, then yes. But if this dude was just someone you talked to for a second online and went on one date with and then left, like nothing, right?
Or this guy tricked the men he was dating into thinking that he was a female, and once they found out that this person was a biological male and couldn't give that man a baby, well, he booked it. In which case, this person would be in the wrong. So we don't know, really. It could.
No, we're
could be either.
we're missing critical details.
Yeah, there are critical details we need to know.
However, I do still stand by the fact that if this person here was having interactions physically
With a man who knew he was a biological man?
yeah, if they were physically interacting, you would know. Like, yes, 100%.
I have heard stories, man, where
he
they're
knew-
just doing it,
But if he knew,
in the other way.
if he knew and he's saying these things to this trans woman, I'm going to say it as that way the words don't get confused, then he's just being a dick. But if he didn't know, then this is completely unhinged reaction.
I think this is also unhinged reaction.
Well, recording it, okay, like
Recording it,
like,
posting it online for everyone to see?
if you just had this moment in your car alone, unposted, it'd be a regular breakdown and you were covered, right? But because you posted it, that's where you goofed. That was what made it wrong, right? In your
Yeah.
opinion?
Yeah.
Because other than posting it, I think that this is a normal breakup response. A normal, like, maybe not everyday response, but if you were really invested in someone, this could be what you do.
There are two things here. There are two, shall I say,
Low-hanging things here. Sorry. My bad.
aside from the obvious.
I didn't make a joke yet, so.
This could be one of two things. It could be what you said, or it could be what I said.
I offered both opportunities up. I said the man either knew or didn't know, and that would make the response either hinged or unhinged. Not like completely hinged, but more hinged than it would have seemed.
Right. Was he leading this person on, or was this person leading him on by not telling him?
Who was being led on by who?
Exactly. We don't know.
Who was the real douchebag in this? Because if you never told him, then you're the douchebag.
Yeah.
But if he was just doing that with you and making you feel like there was something to have here, then like, I am not going to sit here and say, because you are trans, you don't know. I think you deserve love just like anyone else. Just like anyone else.
I do want to say one thing, though. I have seen cases before. Now, I don't know how much this was true on the straight guy's end, but the straight guy was saying, and it like ended up suing this quote unquote trans woman.
Oh, we saw that. That
For-
was ugly. I don't know if that's even real.
The case is real, actually, yes. But the thing is he sued the trans woman or something like that because he didn't know that it was a biological male. He said that anytime they were intimate, they did it another way, and the trans woman said that they were on their period. And so that was his defense of why he didn't know, and they were still being intimate. How you don't know, I have no freaking idea, but like guys think differently than women, so I don't know. It
There's
could go
also
any-
something to be said about everyone has a different mental capacity.
That's true. That's very true. Anyway, let's just finish this.
I don't need a man who is basing love off fucking science. And for that, I am done. I am done giving my love to these fucking men.
No, you're not.
I have to believe that you were with a guy who was banging you and then decided to stop because he wanted babies.
Yeah.
I have to believe that in my soul because, like, so that tells me this man knew.
So obviously, this person didn't know anything about the person they were screwing.
No, it was probably just like, oh my God, a straight
Right.
guy
In quotes.
is interested in me. He wants the trad wife, and I want to be the trad wife. And like I said, I don't know this person. I don't know their settings with gender dysphoria or anything like that.
Their relationship status or what went on there.
Or there's, I mean, obviously they're interested in men, so it's not like it's an AGP necessarily, right?
Right.
Right. So I'm not sitting here trying to even negate this trans woman's transness. All I'm sitting here and saying is that when it comes to dating, okay, if I were to go date a bi chick and then eventually she wants to sleep with a guy, I would be expecting it. If you're going to go dating a straight man
Yeah.
as a trans woman, someone who is straight, even if they are acting in other ways with you, they will revert to straight. The reason they're calling themselves straight is because it matters to them. Mm-hmm. So you have to watch out for things like that. And I'm sorry, genuinely, that you got your heart broken, because I really do believe that this guy was probably a douche. But honestly, you're going to get over it. Everyone finds someone. And if you're already finding people right now, you're more than likely going to find someone soon. And that's just good, like, a good mindset to be in when it comes to this stuff.
Yeah, but the whole "I'm not doing this anymore, I'm done with men," that's just complete nonsense.
No one who says that means it.
No one believes
How many
you.
women have you heard say, "I'm just gonna go back. I'm just gonna go to exclusively women. I'm not gonna date men anymore."
As if
and
that's
then
better.
in 2 years they're married and have 3 kids.
Yeah, it's all theatrical.
It's because they think it's an option still. People think that sexuality is an option still. And this guy, not the trans woman speaking, but the guy that you were with, thinks his sexuality is an option. He gets to say that he's straight because he's only done this, this, and this in his head. But if you really look at it, he's bi.
He's definitely bi. Oh, yeah.
So you have to, actually, don't just listen to what people say. Read what they're saying.
And depending on the circumstances of this situationship or relationship, he used you.
I mean, at least for a bit. Mm-hmm. Here's the thing, right? As a lesbian, I want kids one day. You know what I'm not doing? Berating her about why I can't have kids one day with her. Because I understand what we have and how babies are made.
Well, that trans person just said that they don't want people whose love is based on science. But wouldn't our love kind of be based on science?
What part of science made you want to swipe right on me?
Well, you want a baby, and we can't biologically have babies. That's science, right?
We can't have a child that shares both of our biological
DNA.
Yes. Mm-hmm. But I could have a biological child. Yes. And
so
you
could
could
I.
have a biological child.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes. Now we could hypothetically get a family member of yours to donate, but that's weird.
That's very strange.
Yes.
And creepy as hell.
Yeah, then you have an uncle daddy.
No, thank you.
Dunkle.
That's horrifying. I'm going to have nightmares.
Dunkle over here.
No.
That's the booniest shit if I ever heard it.
No. Anyway, hope you enjoyed our video. Have a Merry Christmas. Give us some insight on this video, because there's a lot of questions and no answers.
You guys can send us stuff to react to also. You can send it to Nina on Twitter, or you can send it to me at our email, panicbuttonpodcast@gmail.com.
That's probably the best way.
We also have videos on Spotify. It's the same that you got here, but it's on Spotify. I don't think there's ads on Spotify for our videos.
Not yet. Oh, wait. Well, I don't know. They could still throw ads on there and just not pay us.
I have premium, so I wouldn't see them anyways. So if you have premium, we have no ads.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas. This is our 4th Christmas together.
'Tis true.
And it's our 3rd Christmas with you. Merry
Indeed.
Chrysler.
Bye.